way from the start, I could feel it in my heart, like all the way from the start.
Hey, what's going on out there? I'm Sean Devine. Hope you all are doing well. In this tutorial, we're going to be creating a custom lyric video from scratch utilizing your browser here in Google Chrome. You don't need a super fast computer. You don't need knowledge of any complicated programs like Adobe After Effects. I have spent upwards of $500 US for one of these lyric videos.
We did it since the start. Every day I'm in here working hard, trying to bring some value to your home.
To get a designer to sit there and do it, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of resources, and it's just a very complicated process. But you don't need to worry about any of that now, thanks to videobolt.net. So let's go ahead and get started here. The first thing that we want to do is just go ahead and click on music visualization. You all may have been familiar with the video I did previously showing you how to create music visualizers for your beats, for your vocals. Very cool tool for that. But you're going to find the new lyric video section down here right on this page. And if you hover over them, you can preview some of these. So if you want to full screen it, just click that little box and then we can adjust the quality here. And we get a nice high quality preview of what our lyric video can look like. So let's just say that we like that template. This is going to be our starting point. So I'm going to go ahead and click edit. And this will load up our editor. We're going to call this lyric video SD YouTube. Click save. And we need to add some assets, which is going to be the song that we're going to utilize. And then we're going to add our lyrics. But first, let's just click add for the track. I'm going to do add song, and I already have the song saved in my media library. You can save all kinds of assets here in VideoBolt. So we're going to use this song here. I'm going to click select, and then we're going to pick a section of the song to add to the video.
Anything that people really need is the most important thing, attention or the fees. You know they don't never add up. I'll lay this all before your throne.
All right, so that sounds good to me. So we'll leave that as is, and then we're now going to add our lyrics. So we'll click add. I'm going to click add lyrics, and then we're going to create lyrics. So we're going to paste our lyrics here. I'm going to jump over to DistroKid, which is where I release my music. If you're looking for a distribution service, I would highly recommend DistroKid. I will also put a link in the description to get a percentage off if you're looking for a distributor. I've had a great experience with them. Anyway, they have all my lyrics saved, and you can do like sync lyrics and all that. But we're going to go ahead and just click on the plain lyrics. I'm going to copy all of these over, and we're just going to paste them into the lyric editor. So just make sure that you formatted these, line by line and in the way that they're going to be displayed. And then we're going to do fill from lyrics. So what's going to happen now is we've got our lyric editor pulled up, and I'm just going to use the scroll and zoom out, and you'll see that it will put all of the lyrics or the lines here towards the end of the video. And this is so that we can play it back and we can sync them. Now to sync the lyrics, you're going to use these shortcuts that are shown here, and I'm going to show you some of these more advanced ones here that are very handy. But mainly what we need is just the key Q, which means we're going to move the lyric line to wherever we are in the timeline, and then E, which E is going to end that line. So whenever that line is over, it will end. Okay, so we're going to mainly focus on using those right now. So we'll just press play, and whenever the line comes up, I'm going to hit Q, right? And then when it's over, we'll hit E.
Out here minding my own business, doing what I love, I never risk it. Seen you all up in your feelings, get it twisted. Why you seeking approval and never fit in? You could never swerve in my lane, feel the spirit all in my veins,
All right, so you get the idea there. Now, if you mess up, you can go down here and we can zoom in. You can click this, move it, make it a little more precise, and you can also drag these around to give yourself a little bit more space in between the lyrics. Another handy shortcut that I use is just to hold down Command, and if you click one of the lines, you can select multiple lines by just going here, and then if you hold down Command, you'll see that it will select all of those. You can also hit A to select all, and then you can scroll and pull all of those to closer to the beginning of the timeline. Very easy to get around, and you'll be able to get the hang of this pretty quickly. It took me about 5 or 10 minutes just to kind of get the hang of it, but I was running through this very quickly. So once everything is sequenced the way you need it to, everything is lined up, you're just going to click Save, and it will save an SRT file or a lyric file that you can actually use with other templates. They'll be there and it'll already be sequenced. So it's very useful to reuse those lyrics then. We're going to close that out and we've got our lyrics uploaded. Now I'm going to add our artist info. So I'm going to add a logo, and I already have one of those as well. Go to Media Library, and let's just use this white Sean Devine logo. Click Select. We're going to leave that. And background media, I like these clouds. This style is pretty cool. If we hit play here, we can get a lo-fi preview.
Anything that people really need is the most important thing, attention or the fees. You know they don't never add up. I lay this all before your throne.
Looking pretty cool, but we can customize these things pretty much endlessly. So if I go into themes, we could change the background tint. We could do a different theme, maybe like fire, some of these gradient. That's pretty cool. So a lot of different options there as far as the themes, but I'm just going to customize this one. And let's say that we wanted to change the font. So I'm going to go in here and we'll go into Google Fonts, and we've got all the Google fonts here that we can select. If you wanted to just narrow it down to like handwriting style, you could do that. But I'm going to click Rock Salt. And then let's see here. We can change things like the beat frequency range of the spectrum, how that's responding. I'm going to leave that as is for now, but let's change the frequency high to 200. Then let's go in here to advanced controls, and I want to change the color options of the spectrum. See here, we've got kind of like a light blue, and then there's more of this royal blue. I want to change that to more of maybe like a sky blue. So we're just going to brighten that up a little bit. Now, another thing to note is that you could completely change the background. Like you could have your own video for the background for the lyric video. So that would open up, a lot of different options for, what you can utilize there and really make it your own. But again, for now, I'm just going to leave these clouds. So let's see what that looks like.
Anything that people really need is the most important thing, attention or the fees. You know they don't never add up. I lay this all before your throne. Lord, can't do this on my own.
All right, so looks good in the lo-fi. Again, this is going to get really crispy and sharp here in a second, and it does export in 4K, which is another great feature. But once everything's set up, we've done all the customizations. You saw how quick I was able to do this. We're just going to hit produce and download. So we'll just hit produce full-length video. And once I've done that, it's going to bring us to the render screen. And this is generally pretty quick, but you can close the tab and it will just do it in the background, and it will also email you whenever it's done. So I'm just going to let this sit and we'll come back to it and I'll show you the finished result. Now, while that's rendering, I want to show you that you could utilize that same lyric video or that same SRT for a different theme, maybe a horizontal version, right? So if you wanted to upload something to Instagram Reels or TikTok, you could just reuse those lyrics. You wouldn't have to do that again. So if we clicked on that same theme here and the vertical version, and I hit edit, we can go in here and we'll just name this one lyric video SDIG Reel and click save. The lyrics here, we'll click add lyrics, and we're going to go to Media Library, and you'll see that we have the SRT file, and that is already has all the timestamps lined up. Everything is there. So this is the SRT file, and you'll see it has all the timings there and all the lyrics already lined up. So when we go back here and we select that, and then we go to edit, it has all that already done for us here. And then we can just utilize that right here in our vertical theme as well. Create one for the TikTok, for the IG users out there.
Feel the spirit all in my veins. Try to imitate, you can't sustain. We keep the most high on display. It ain't all about us.
All right, so our lyric video is done rendering. We'll see this page here where we can preview it in the browser. But I'm just going to go ahead and click download to download this MP4 file. And let's check out what this looks like in 4K. I think you'll be impressed with the result.
Out here minding my own business. Doing what I love, I never risk it. Seen you all up in your feelings, get it twisted. Why you seeking approval and never fit in?
If you missed my tutorial on creating visualizers with videobolt.net, I will put a link to that. But just to get your wheels turning, you can actually combine those visualizers with your lyric video. So again, there's just infinite possibilities with this, and you saw how easy it is to put them together. You can do all kinds of different effects too. You know, that one, as far as the text, it's pretty straightforward, but you can do different like particle effects and really cool things to make it more interesting, more professional. This is not going to look like your average iMovie lyric video that a lot of people are out here creating. I personally am excited about seeing VideoBolt put this together. This is going to be something that's going to be tremendously useful for a lot of artists out there trying to create lyric video content. This is not a sponsored video, but if you use the exclusive link in the description below, you're going to get 20% off your lyric videos, and you also help support the channel. So I appreciate you all. If you learned anything in the video, please like, subscribe, and consider sharing. Hit that notification bell for more. We'll talk to you soon.